We are playing Word Sneak. We've got 5 cards that they've never seen, and they've got to work those words into just an everyday conversation. And did you guys draw straws for who's starting?
No.
Rock, paper, scissors? One and done? Oh, tie. Tie. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Nick, you can go first or second. Your choice. That was quite the battle.
Like-minded people on the board together there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe I'll tell you a little tale about my Christmas vacation that we just had. So we were driving down the road, and usually you have to deal with snow and stuff over the holidays, but we actually had a truck of molasses that spilled in front of us. So the road was all sticky and they couldn't plow it off. So we literally had to drive down into the grass to get around this accident. It was a very sticky situation. But I don't know.
You couldn't believe your eyeballs.
No, my eyeballs were just blown away. I had no idea that we'd ever see such a thing happen. But the crazy thing though is when we drove down the ditch is that I swear there was an aardvark in the ditch because it's been so warm, This weather's changing. We're getting all sorts of animals. Maybe it escaped from the zoo. We were in Omaha, so I don't know.
I mean, that kind of situation really requires like Superman in a cape, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like when I drive my minivan down the road. It's Superman.
So you said you were in Omaha,
Yeah.
and maybe animals escaped the zoo. Did you see any stingrays?
I did not see stingrays. It was
just aardvarks.
just aardvarks. That's right.
And molasses.
And
Do
molasses,
aardvarks
yeah.
like molasses?
Well, it might be that's why he's so close to the wreck, because he could smell how sweet it was.
He was blowing bubbles in the molasses, maybe?
That would be pretty hard. But maybe there's easier things than
Warm
sliced
weather.
bread.
I don't know. I thought maybe aardvarks liked avocados better than molasses.
And avocados, only if it was made into some guacamole, I'm sure they would have been.
Maybe.
But who really does like avocados is guinea pigs.
Man, the whole zoo was out. No more.
It was a very jolly time, I'll tell you what.
That sounds like quite the trip to Omaha.
It was. Normal Christmas vacation, though, as they say, right?
Yes. I feel like my most memorable moment on the board really had to be with the Care Fund. Of all the things that you kind of imagine your experience being when you're a board member, standing out in the Hy-Vee parking lot signing checks to help community members is probably not the thing that I would have imagined, but I am, as difficult as that situation and experience was for our community, I'm glad that we could be there and be a part of it and, really make sure that we're able to use this opportunity to give back to others.
The constant activity in Kearney is really what sticks with me as a memory from the chamber, but just in general is that there's never a dull point or a lull in the activity in Kearney. There's always something going on, and then the role that the chamber plays in trying to facilitate all that and be a good partner for the community. I really enjoyed that. That'd be my memory, if you will, of being on the board. I guess my advice would be, approach every meeting with an open mind and come to the meetings with ideas. I think that's one thing that was always very exciting, was to see how we'd have a diverse group of 10, 12 people show up monthly and come with different ideas, hear what Derek had to say, hear what other members of the community had to say, and try to mold those ideas and as a general way in promoting businesses in Kearney, but just the community as a whole, and really show up with the mindset of we're going to put the community first today, and we've got one goal, and that's to make Kearney the greatest place in the state of Nebraska.
Having the opportunity to be on the board and be a chairperson, I think like Nick has said and talked about, just having an open mind, probably the best advice that I can give is to always ask yourself, how does this benefit our members? And if that answer doesn't align with a benefit to our members, then maybe it's not the thing that we should be focusing on. I think that we've had a great opportunity to have a great relationship with Derek and the entire chamber team as a board and as an executive committee. And that has really allowed us to always come into our meetings and attend events and remain focused on our priority, which is our members. So I think that's probably the best piece of advice I can give, is to make sure that you're always asking yourself, does it benefit our members?
Well, thanks for coming here today and
Absolutely.
playing some games with us.
My pleasure.
It's funny, as we set up for stuff like this, I always forget that little adapter to my phone to set up recording. I think it's called a dongle, and I always have a hard time remembering that. And usually Heather or JB saves me, and they have an extra dongle. And so thank goodness for my team saving me.
What was that? I wasn't paying attention.
I was talking about a dongle,
I have a lot on my mind.
I bet.
Speaking of that, I don't know what a dongle is actually. And so I wish I had an encyclopedia to look that word up, because I think I'm going to need one.
Right, well, I usually keep one in my fanny pack. But a dongle is just an adapter from your phone that hooks up into audio. And
Really,
so-
seriously, that's what that is?
Seriously, and you know what? Besides your encyclopedia that you really wish that you had, maybe a dictionary would actually be better.
Yeah.
But
English is my second language, so.
but for game's sake, I'm sure the encyclopedia would work really good too. And then we
Yeah.
could take both of those items and store them inside my fanny pack.
Let me tell you a story. This is off the subject. Sorry, I didn't want to.
Okay.
So here's a story about the charger. You were talking.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was a charger. The dangle. Is that what you called it?
Dongle.
Dongle. Really, seriously? That's what that word means? Okay. So we have, at work, we have these chargers that charge our iPads.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I don't know why, they're like chewed up. I don't know why. Like, at first we thought it was a mouse or something like that. It turns out, believe it or not, in the lake, there's an otter.
There's an otter.
An otter that sneaks in
In the
and
lake.
loves to eat chargers. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
Just gnaws on the cord.
Gnaws on the cords, yeah.
Wow.
Does it all the time.
I mean, that's a bunch of hogwash, in my opinion. I mean, I can't believe that you've got an otter
In the lake.
chewing your cords. I mean, does insurance cover that kind of thing?
No.
That's hogwash too.
They claim that we were making it up, that it's not true.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Interesting. I mean, I still think that's a bunch of hogwash. I'm not sure how to keep going after that.
No. What does hogwash mean?
Maybe we could find that encyclopedia.
Yeah, and figure out what that word means.
And yes. Oh, goodness.
Anyway, what else is new in your life?
Well, this word almost looks the same front and back.
What do you call words like that? They have a name.
They do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it a scallywag?
I don't know.
No. Scallywag reminds me of Hook, the movie, Pirates. What is a scallywag? Gosh, if we had your encyclopedia, we would know
Yes.
what we're talking about today.
Yeah. I think this conversation really is just kerfuffled.
Kerfuffle.
Yeah, we've kerfuffled the hell out of it. Yep. I wish I had a sponge to kind of clean everything up and start over.
Oh, well, maybe we
I
could
feel
get
like that
a
is
scallywag
to
to scrub the deck a little bit.
Scrub that deck.
I'm gonna skip that word and we're drawing a new one. Oh, of course, this would be easier. It's bad, or is it bougie? 'Cause I don't know right now.
Bad or bougie?
Yeah, because scallywag, I think they're bad because they're pirates. And as we try to go throughout this game that Jamie made up for us, and I can't thank her enough, that maybe she's bougie.
She is. She's very
I've
bougie.
seen her wear a lot of nice clothes into the chamber. She shops local.
You know what she wears sometimes?
What's that?
She has goose boots.
Goose?
Goose boots. They're made out of goose.
Those are definitely bougie.
They're bougie as hell.
Did you get through all of your words?
I did. Half of the words, I don't know what the hell they mean. I think the chamber's in a great position. Financially, it's in a great position with the talent it has. I think the staff, yourself, fantastic. Working on the new location, hopefully if that works out, I think that will add an enormous value to the chamber and to the town. But there's a lot, I mean, there's a bright future for Kearney, and the chamber will be a big part of that.